Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to see what happens when we square binomials. So binomial is basically an expression where you have two terms. So a plus b is an example of a binomial, right? I have two terms here. I have a and I have b. In this case we're adding them. So let's see what happens when I square this. And squaring this just means that we're going to multiply it by itself. So we're going to multiply a plus b by a plus b. Okay, so here we're multiplying two expressions, so all we have to do is multiply each term in one expression by each term in the other expression, and then we add everything up. So this is equal to first a times a, so a times a, plus, then we have a times b, plus now we have b times a, and then finally we have plus b times b. Okay, so let's simplify this. This is just equal to a times a is just a squared, plus a times b can't really be simplified because we don't know what a and b are, so we're just going to leave it as it is, plus b times a also can't be simplified, but I'm going to write this as ab. And the reason I can do this because the order in multiplication doesn't matter. So we're multiplying two things. It doesn't matter if we're multiplying b times a or a times b, it's just the same thing. Right? So I can swap them around. I can put the a first. And I did this, so now we have ab plus ab. Okay? Plus b squared. B times b is just b squared, right? So this simplifies to, this is equal to a squared plus, now ab plus ab is just 2ab, right? We're adding 2ab, so we just get 2ab. Plus, we have b squared. And that's it. Now, could we have done this a little bit faster? So if we look at this binomial right here, a plus b, the first term is a, right? So a is our first term, or ft for first term. And b is our second term, so st for second term. Let's see what we did when we multiplied a plus b by a plus b. The first thing we did was we multiplied a by a, right? And a is the first term, so we multiply the first term by itself. So we multiply the first term by itself, or the first term squared, right? We get a squared here. Plus, now what do? We multiply a by b, right? We multiply the first term by the second term, but we don't do it once. We do it twice. Right here we multiply a and b, and again we multiply a and b here. So we get 2 times the first term times the second term. Right, we multiply the first term and the second term twice. So we get 2 times the first term times the second term. Plus, and then the final thing we do is we multiply b by itself, and b is the second term. So we multiply the second term by itself. So we get st, or second term, squared. Right, and we can use this form to square any binomial. Okay, so let's just use this form to practice some examples. So I'll just copy this, and now I'm going to remove this entire thing, and we're going to practice a couple of problems. Okay, so let's say the first example we want to practice is the following. Well, actually, let me paste what we did. So this is what we came up with, right? So let's say the first example we're going to do is the following. We're going to multiply x plus 3 by x plus 3, or we're going to square x plus 3. Okay, now we can use this form that we already came up with. The first term we have here is x, right? So our first term is x. Our second term is 3. Right? And now let's just use this form to square this binomial. So this is just equal to we have the first term squared, so we have x squared, plus 2 times the first term is x, times the second term is 3, and then finally we have plus the second term squared, and the second term is just 3, so 3 squared. Okay, so this is just equal to x squared plus 2 times x times 3, 2 times 3 is just 6, and then times x, so 6x, plus 3 squared is just 3 times 3, which is 9. And that's it. When we square this binomial, x plus 3, we just get this right here. So let's try out another example. And this time, we're going to square binomials where we're subtracting the terms instead of adding them. So let's try to square x minus 5. Now this comes in a different form, right? Here this time we're subtracting, we're not adding. So this is a little bit unfamiliar. But I can just write this as x plus minus 5. Right? These two things are the same. They're the exact same. Because plus minus just becomes minus. Right? So these things are the same. But now we just wrote it in a form that we know how to do. Right? Our first term is x. So ft. X is our ft, our first term. And our second term here is negative 5. Our second term is this negative 5. Okay? So let's square this binomial right here. This is just equal to our first term squared. First term squared is just x squared, right? Plus 2 times our first term is x, times our second term, which is negative 5. Okay? Plus the second term squared, and second term is just negative 5. So the negative 5 all squared. And the reason I put brackets here, just to indicate that the negative is also squared, not just the 5. So this entire thing is squared. So this is equal to x squared plus, we have 2 times x times negative 5. 2 times negative 5 is just negative 10. So we have negative 10x. And then plus, we have negative 5 times negative 5 is just 25. Right? So negative 5 squared is just negative 5 times negative 5. So this right here. This is negative 5 times negative 5. And the negatives, when you multiply negatives, they just cancel out. So these two negatives cancel out. So we just get 5 times 5, which is just equal to 25. Okay, so we just have this right now. This is equal to x squared. Now plus negative 10x is the same thing as minus 10x. And then finally we have plus 25, and we're done. So hopefully that video made sense. I hope this form right here helps you square binomials a little bit faster. That's it. If I confuse you anywhere, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll try to get back to you. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.